All right, next we got the Subaru Legacy, which I'm not sure. I've definitely heard of it in commercials, but I can't remember seeing one.
Yep, it used to be a lot more popular. This was like the first mainstream sedan that was basically built around the idea of all-wheel drive.
Hmm.
Now, I say that and I don't want to get stomped on because, of course, the first sedan ever to have all wheel drive came from American Motors Corporation in the 70s. But, especially in modern times, the Subaru Legacy was the first and it had a long storied history and following, but it's just been overshadowed. It's been overshadowed by the wagon version, which is the Outback,
Hmm.
and of course by sport utilities and again, it's what number is it on the list of sedans? I mean, heck, well, we had the TLX, we had the Q50, we had the Malibu. Uh, I'm missing at least one. So
Yep.
this
Yeah.
this this list is very very heavily skewed towards dead sedans,
Yep.
and it's just another one. In fact, this year marks the end of all sedans at Subaru because the Subaru Impreza no longer offers a sedan, only a hatchback.
Wow. Okay. Really? Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense because they are
Oh wait,
really well known for the hatchback.
okay, the WRX. Well, we haven't seen if there's going to be a 2026 WRX. I'll have to check on that. The WRX would be Subaru's only sedan still,
Dang. Okay.
which it used to be the Subaru Impreza WRX, but the platforms for the two vehicles separated a while
Okay.
back.
Next is a Toyota BZ4X. So with a name like that, how could it go? Like,
That's another red herring or
okay.
a magenta or a magenta haddock or
Oh
it's
yeah, it looks like they're changing the name. I
yeah,
guess.
it's just going to be the BZ,
Yeah.
and that represents not only the fact that BZ4X was a crazy ass weird name to try to remember, but also the fact that the BZ4X is now offered in two-wheel drive, and
Hmm.
the 4X part of BZ4X stood for all-wheel drive. So
Okay. Yeah.
so it's just the BZ now, and it did get a refresh for 26.
This vehicle got a lot of buzz, pun intended. The Volkswagen
Yep,
ID.Buzz. I just saw one of these parked on the street yesterday, I think.
really cool.
Yeah, they look cool,
But sometimes a cool car is something that you go, oh, that would be really cool, but
but not. Yeah.
I'm not gonna
Yeah,
buy it.
yes,
Yeah,
100%. It looks a little silly. I'll say that.
yeah. I mean, like for instance, the Nissan Cube, really
Yes.
cool car, but the Nissan Cube, unlike the ID Buzz, was not expensive. So the
Yeah.
ID Buzz
Yeah. How
is a
much?
niche. Let me see. I'll pull that up real quick.
Not more
Couldn't
than
be.
65K, right?
That's not too bad. Up 61,545 base price.
That makes sense.
Goes
But
up to
still, yeah.
65.
If you're a family looking for a minivan, yeah, I'm gonna buy the cheapest one.
Yeah. And you can't really depend on taking it on a long trip. I mean,
Yeah.
it had a good range. Let me see what the range was. I have that right here. It had a oh no, never mind. The top range was 234 miles.
Yeah.
And not that great.
Car and
But
Driver is thinking that they might come back in 2027, but they're not sure.
yeah, they're they sell a different version in Europe, and that version is still going strong.
Okay, that makes
They
sense with
they
Volkswagen.
made a specific version just for the United States.
Hmm.
I mean, obviously you can guess what the difference was. It's a little bigger.
Yeah. That's funny.
My Bud Light belly wouldn't fit behind a European Buzz
Yeah.
steering wheel there.
If they had made it bigger, it would have worked. They wouldn't have to cancel it.
I have never actually drank Bud Light that I do recall.
I'm in St. Louis, so I can't disrespect them. They'll come for me. So the Volvo S60, which I thought this thing here, I thought that was a spoiler, but it's just a reflection. Makes
Yeah,
it
makes it a little less understandable.
yeah, yeah.
The S60 in one form or another has, I mean, you can take its lineage all the way back, maybe even to like the Volvo 240 back in the 70s and 80s and stuff. And so It's really sad because, again, not only is this a sedan that's gone, it was a pretty nice sedan, but it had several things that, for one thing, it's built in China, so it was not going to work with tariffs.
Yeah.
And just it's a victim of being a sedan. Although now with all these sedans gone, maybe someone can come out with a really good sedan and it'll be successful.
Yeah, possibly. Like people might get a craving for them again.
Yeah, but even the S60 nameplate itself goes back pretty far. Almost. I think the S60 nameplate might even go back to the 90s almost.
Mm.
Not quite, I don't think.
And I think this is our last one, the Volvo S90. So
Yep, and that also brings up the fact that
Chinese built.
Volvo is sedanless. Yes, that was
Okay.
definitely. I think that was the first Volvo to be built and assembled in China and sold in the United States. One of the first cars, period.
Dang. Yeah, it says the moniker dates back to 1997. S90.
Yep, it was. Oh, in fact, cool story.
Every story with me is cool.
You were buckled into a child seat, and Isaiah was strapped into to a booster in the back of an S90 that we got as a press car to evaluate
That's
when
cool.
they were pretty new. In fact, that's where us calling Volvos Bobos come from, because
Hmm.
Isaiah would say, "I want to ride in the Bobo." Oh, and it was also fun because it had electrically retractable rear headrests, so the person could look behind and be able to see clearly behind themselves,
Oh,
which you could press a button on the dash and so I
the
hit you
rear
and Isaiah.
headrest.
Yep. So I
Oh,
hit you and Isaiah on the head with it over and over.
that's amazing. That's really good. They should bring that back and then also ejector seats.
Yeah. We need ejector seats.
Yeah, I don't. Why is that only in movies? I
Could
think.
be a safety thing,
Yeah,
just if
definitely.
the car's going to go over a cliff, you'd want to have at least a chance in an
Yes,
ejector
yeah,
seat.
yeah. And people are always scared. They come back to their car, someone's in the back seat, ejector seat.
Yep.
They're ejected instantly.
Ejector seat for someone in the back that's skulking, or for yourself to get away from them.
Yes, yeah, yeah. Either way.
Works either way. Yep.
Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe for more, and drop a comment below. We'd love to hear from you and it really helps out.